It was fine. It was just one flow. Just go through it one more time. So it'll be perfect.
Just take your time. Thanks. You're ready? Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya, and today I will be talking about our study on TikTok's role in shaping body image and misogynistic views. We'll be examining the correlations between TikTok usage, appearance anxiety, and misogynistic attitudes among men and women. So let's look at a bit of background here. There are over 1.1 billion active users on TikTok. Right now, it is a favorite app amongst teens. 47% say it's their favorite app. It has a very young user base. About 34% are between the ages of 25 to 34. And interestingly, about 56% of the user base are men and 44% are women. Our research question was, how does TikTok usage influence body image perception and misogynistic attitudes among college students? And are there gender differences? We had a diverse survey results of about 113 respondents, which reflects our very multicultural campus here at GGC. We adapted an existing scale of social media addiction to focus only on TikTok use. The frequency of responses were between never, sometimes, and often. Sample items included, going on TikTok is the first thing I do when I wake up. I spend more time on TikTok than I want to. And people often comment negatively on the amount of time I spend on TikTok. We also use the appearance anxiety inventory scale. This scale measured the thoughts and behaviors associated with body dysmorphia. Responses were on a Likert scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Some sample items included, I compare aspects of my appearance to others. I avoid situations or people because of my appearance. And I avoid reflective surfaces, photos, or videos of myself. So let's look at the results. For our male respondents who use TikTok, they had significantly higher appearance anxiety than non-TikTok users. And among TikTok users, higher use was correlated with more anxiety. So for women specifically, we saw a slightly positive correlation between TikTok addiction and appearance anxiety. But for men, we saw a moderately positive correlation between TikTok addiction and appearance anxiety. And this was interesting because we typically see that women usually have more appearance anxiety across other social media platforms. And the way that we interpret these results were that we're seeing TikTok's content influence men and women differently. For women, perhaps with less Photoshop opportunities on TikTok and less filters, this may be reflecting a recent trend of women of being more accepting of their figures. Whereas for men, we're seeing that these images are reinforcing traditional masculinity as it relates to physical appearance and may even be encouraging posturing amongst men. To answer the second part of our research question, we used the adolescent masculinity ideology and relationship scale. This measures boys' internalization of norms of hegemonic masculinity. Hegemonic masculinity are ideas and behaviors that reinforce either directly or indirectly power and control over women. This also used the Likert scale between strongly disagree to strongly agree. Some sample items included, I think it's important for a guy to go after what he wants, even if it means hurting other people's feelings. I think it's important for a guy to act like he's sexually active, even if he is not. And a guy never needs to hit another guy to get respect. And that last item would have been reverse scored. So let's look at the results. For men, we're seeing a moderately positive correlation between TikTok addiction support for toxic masculinity. Whereas for women, we're seeing TikTok users were significantly less likely to endorse toxic relationship views than non-TikTok users. And the way that we're interpreting these results were that, again, we're seeing a different impact on TikTok's content between men and women. For women, with each subsequent interaction or exposure to this content, women would be rejecting misogynistic content more fervently. Whereas for men, with exposure, men may be entering an echo chamber where more hostile attitudes towards women are being internalized. So they're having an opposite impact. So there are significant implications for this. This is definitely pointing towards a cultural trend. TikTok and social media is reinforcing negative attitudes towards women while proliferating hegemonic masculinity. This underscores a need for more regulation of this type of content and awareness for parents and the user base at large, especially since there's such a young user base. For future research, it would be interesting to see how this is affecting dating and behavior dynamics between men and women. Thank you for your time.